same thing again and lose just about as badly.
Bombs. Bombs for days.
I would love Bombs for Days. Bombs for Days is my favourite draft deck in this format.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid archetype. 4 mythics.
I just have all the good stuff. Doesn't really matter what. Just make it work. Just full on greed. Because no one else seems to get punished by it, so why should we?
Yeah, let's just play 3 colors because we can.
Yeah.
Apparently. You always get there.
Yep,
Never
exactly.
screwed.
What is the worst thing that could possibly happen?
Yeah, let's just take out the crystals. Tricolor lands, first pick.
Don't do that. That's just like I don't even think we saw a crystal in that draft, did we? I don't recall seeing one.
Possibly not.
So I mean, it's the Fire Prophecy, right?
It's it's the good ultimatum. It's the great ultimatum. It's the only ultimatum you could possibly want to build around. So let's just do it.
I mean, yeah.
Let's just go green, black, splash in white, and be done with it.
Sorry, I'm just checking and seeing how long people are taking because we may as well consider it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much to consider.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, if you're not, then Glowstone Recluse, Checkpoint Officer, nice cards. Fire Prophecy's great. Divine Arrow, but I mean, yeah. I guess we could go splashing green. Now you take the Jungle Hollow.
Nah.
Get the fixing in now.
Nah. Don't need fixing. We'll get there. It's fine. Pure greed. All greed all the time. Yeah. Fox is just
I
like
mean,
best
Fox is
card in
great.
the pack.
Yeah. Yep.
Obviously, our person to our right also took an uncommon, so obviously opted to not go for the Fox. It'd be interesting to see what they picked.
Good uncommons. Could have been the 3/1 that makes a 1/1, but
I feel like if you're taking
Fox is probably still stronger.
Fox is definitely the best of the payoffs, but it also goes really well with Ultimatum because, like, even if you're just cycling this, it just means you get to put it straight back into play later on with that. So, like, it could easily just end up being like a big, like Abzan cycling deck, and then just being able to dump stuff into play with the Eevee. I've currently got another booster box in my basket because I have no self-control at all.
You're a terrible man.
I am a terrible man. What else am I supposed to do at the moment?
I like your idea of just picking up cheap cyclers and then just bringing massive bombs into play.
This
take the memory leak and it's terrible. Yeah, I mean you just take the memory leak, but
we could still just be cycling.
Yep.
It's like I don't really want to pick the Archipelago.
No, no.
This goes in either strategy.
Heal a bond. I mean, heal bond's all right. Keeps you alive long enough.
Sort of seems like it goes with if we end up cycling or if we end up the ultimatum, because again, it's something you cycle and then can just bring back.
True.
Like Heat Bonder is just kind of, I like Heat Bonder in some of the decks, but in the other ones, it's just really awkward because it's a human. Like, I really want it in the Mutate deck, but at the same point, I don't want it in the Mutate deck, and I don't know what the green-white humans deck looks like. Because there just isn't really anything that ties to it. It just seems really out of place.
It's not the green-white humans, it's the green-white vigilance deck.
Okay.
Sure. Yep.
That's the first
nothing like getting late snap uncommons.
Yeah, that's a really good one. So, Blossoming Sands there as well, which is worth noting. But yeah, that card's like
we've seen a lot of lands
like,
that if we are
great. So like this still being there,
if we're just
quite big.
If we're just picking up lands on the wheel, then that's going to be really good for us because I think we've seen 3 that are in our colours.
Yes. I like Coilbug.
Yeah, the Auspicious Starax is awkward because he's so expensive.
He's a 5 mana 6/6 with no other text. In drafts. So. I like Fertilid here.
Yes, Fertilid. Yep. That's what you want.
Like be black, like as we said at the start, be black, green, splash white is kind of where we want to be. Like that's a late Boneyard Lurker and like a kind of late Fertilid. So.
And both of those white cards cycle, like
yeah.
So it's not even a, yeah. It's not even a worry that you're playing bad white cards because you only want to splash for your good white cards. The fact that they cycle means, sure, sometimes you play them, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes I play a 3/6 Vigilance for 6, and sometimes I cycle it, and most of the time I cycle it.
Yeah.
This pack's garbage. Take a boon in case we still end up cycling.
Yeah.
I think Poacher. Like Poacher goes really well with what we've already got, so just go Poacher. Jungle Hollow, easy pick.
Yeah, start snapping up these lands.
I think it's this pack that the Blossoming Sand should be in.
Yeah.
Scoured Baron, so next one I think it is. We get 3 dual lands to help us with our Abzan, that would be amazing in pack 1.
Probably the Beast, yeah.
I think I prefer the Mammoth.
I don't think, well, I mean, you'd probably play it, but I think...
I just don't like the 2/4. Like, there's so many better 3 drops, there aren't actually that many better 6 drops. I think that's fairly straightforward, right? Like, none of these other cards are even close.
Straight up destruction.
I really wish people would draft quicker.
We're trying to make that hard choice about whether they switch colours or not. Possibly the Boot Nipper.
Yeah, Boot Nipper might be better. I know. I kind of like their clues just as kind of an answer to flying as well.
Yeah.
It's all kind of meh.
Yeah, definitely meh.
Let's just go Recluse. I think it's another Coilbug.
The only other good things that we've seen would have been humans, but yeah, that's a choice.
Don't think it is. Blood Curdle's just like straight up murder is just exactly what we need. Like I'm kind of awkward with there's obviously a human stuff going around with Sanctuary Lockdown, but
Yeah.
Blood Curdle's just so good. Right, so that means that the packs that have been passed we've just been unlucky with. Because like those were the 2 black cards that we actually wanted.
Oh, that's there we go. Yeah, that makes me happier with the creatures that we've picked up now.
Farfinder's pretty great.
Yeah. Better than Fertilid.
Yeah, I think it's better than the second
instantly.
Fertilid. I'm not certainly better than the second one. So where are these boosties at? To our right. So we've got a little bit of time to wait, just to fuel my impatience. I might just have to buy another box in the meantime.
Did you get all 5 of the commander packs?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You get them so much cheaper.
So it's 2 boxes, 5 commander packs, and a pre-release.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have bought all of those things anyway, so it's not like it's.
Oh, for sure.
I'd have spent more money on it if I was in paper.
The shop. So. Yeah, like I said, I was quite happy to pay £5 for delivery and 2 packs that are slightly more expensive than what we usually pay. So I was £10 more than our usual shop, but because I'm not buying the food or anything, it's evened out immediately.
Yeah, I think I was £130 for the 5 commander decks, whereas they're like £31 each at the moment. But like they will go up because some of them are like one of them, the Jeskai one's going to be really expensive in the future just because it's got the blue, the counter spell when you've got a commander in play.
Yeah.
This one's interesting. I can see arguments for Humble Naturalist or Boot Nipper, but I think it's probably got to be Boot Nipper just because we kind of need the non-humans.
Yep.
Just to make sure we can actually mutate the lurkers at some point. I'm just going to take this out of the draft because that should not be there.
Punish them all. I know you like the trap, but it's a free mammoth.
I think that we're just like that kind of deck where we're just going to play big clunky creatures and just kind of get there, or that's certainly going to be
just hope we survive long enough. Yep.
Not playing any of those, so it doesn't really matter. Guess I should have taken the land just in case we opened a Sultai bomb. Well,
yeah, land's fine here.
Okay, like this looks okay. Like nothing super good going on, but it's definitely a serviceable deck.
Oh, it's straight up. Most of the games we're going to win are going to come down to casting the ultimatum.
Yeah, I think that's. It'd be kind of good to pick up some of the moles potentially in pack 3.
Yep. Or a back for more or something would be nice.
I mean, we'll pick up these just in case we get things we can potentially splash.
Yeah, that seems good.
Don't get me wrong, this card's probably really good in our deck, but I'll just take straight up murders over anything else.
Yeah.
Like with the lurkers, and like the recluses, it just means that we're probably gonna have a 4 drop on 4 quite a lot, or a 4 power creature on 4 a reasonable amount of the time, but sure.
Well,
sure.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
We don't have.
I mean, wow, that pack is stacked. Wow, when you're not in the colors.
Yeah. So let's put it this way: if you were playing blue-red, how sad are you looking at that pack?
I know. Oof.
We just take the Kudro and hope we wheel one of these 3, or even 4. Like I wouldn't mind a fully grown in this either.
Sure.
But, like I certainly think it's worth picking the Kudro over anything else.
Even though we don't have that many worst case, humans. You know.
to me. Inject me with
No.
it.
Get a couple more. Should have. Did we take the 2/4? No, we didn't, because we took the mammoth instead.
Can we do it?
No, I mean we really can't. If we'd picked up more dual lands and they just happened, like if that had just been the way that this has gone, and you just pick them up saying, "Oh, just in case," but no, you can't.
Man, right. So real question time. I don't.
I mean,
think
when it
we're
wheels,
in-
we can pick it, but
I don't think we're in for the poacher. I think I want the Whisper
possibly the
Squad.
bushwhack, just because it.
I was just going to say Whisper
Mutates.
Squad because it just means that we then have humans. If we pick up any more, then it's beneficial to us.
That's fair. Yeah, if we get even 1 or 2 more whisper squads, that would be nice.
I mean, that seems fine. Like the Marshal
Yeah,
better,
okay.
but I think that just kind of keeping the black cards is probably fine.
Yep.
That's another human. That's actually a really good one here. That works out pretty well. Essence Symbiote's very good.
Yeah, this pack 3 has really done the business.
We've been hooked up.
I mean,
oh.
when you're in the colors,
What
you're
is-
in the goddamn colors. I think it's the Whisper Squad.
I think it is as well because
'Cause-
we know there's another Skull Prophet coming.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah. I think Whisper Squad, 3 of them, because you can get them out and you're just straight off to the races.
Man, this isn't where I thought we'd end up this draft, but damn.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some tough cuts.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
This was the Prophet, the Manadork pack.
Yeah, so who's taking that?
Who's taking that when
Wheel
they
in.
didn't take the other one when that was 8th pick? I think I want the Trek over the mole. Oh,
Yeah, I think so as well.
Because it timed out. I don't need a third.
These the timer does drop down very dramatically towards the end. Caught me out a couple of times.
It's like,
So I think you have to go in and just get your click on whatever you're feeling, just because it will quickly get away from you. Sure. Yeah, cut the whites.
I mean, I'm going to play that because we've got the Kudrow, I think. Like, this is really awkward. Like, I don't know why the humans wasn't open in pack 1.
It was definitely open in pack 2 and then pack 3.
Pack 2 and pack 3 because we had to pass the Anthem enchantment. Because we had that and we had the Necropanther and the other card that we ended up picking. I think it was it may have just been a Blood Curdle. I can't remember exactly, but like, I don't know how we managed to get here from where we started. To be honest.
Yeah. I mean, probably cutting the. Yeah, probably the memory leak.
Like, I just don't think we need the bad
Maybe.
like the cyclers. We don't really want to be playing anyway.
Yeah.
Like, this is just.
I'd possibly cut a poacher for a mammoth, just because bringing a 6/6 back is going to be better than bringing a 2/4 back.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess we
Gives
don't
you
really need the
6
second
life.
poacher anyway. We've got the lurkers that'll let us rebuy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that
getting
could
a whisper.
possibly
If we get a
happen?
whisper squad out in 1, like, you're already 60%.
Yeah, this hand's okay. So it just needs 1 land to get there. Perfect.
Never in doubt.
Never, not once.
Yeah, probably the coil bug.
Yeah, just because they've got Essence Scatter up, so there's no point throwing the symbiote away. It's much more valuable than the coil bug. Oh wow!
Fire
What a good
Prophecy
choice!
on the bug.
What a good
Fine.
choice!
Yep. That 2 damage was really going to start ticking you down.
Yeah. I might have just been to draw a card more than anything else.
Could be, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, if you've flooded out your lands. Fully grown is reach as well, isn't it?
Trample.
Oh, is it that? That's the trample one.
Yeah, Spinnerets is the reach one. The 1 mana one.
Right, and it untaps. That's right.
Right, is my Fertilid dead or not?
I'm trying to think what they're keeping
It's
up
not
the
dead.
mana.
But that's
So
definitely,
they must have,
definitely Essence Scatter.
yeah. They went to Essence Scatter the first one, then. It's like
Get off my table.
I do love that cat.
Yeah, just don't do that. Don't ever make tokens with that thing. Stop it.
Don't be that guy. Nobody
just
likes that guy.
Stop it. Okay, that means they've got no red cards in hand because it automatically did that. I think I just want to play out 2 creatures here.
Double 2 creatures, yeah.
Okay, that just straight resolved, so that means they've probably got nothing. Maybe they're waiting on like a double red or something.
Yeah. So
Maybe
in this case, like, this is what we're talking about. This is one of those examples where, yeah, the life link is going to be more relevant than the Death Touch.
Right, so we
They're
get
not
to go
playing
and fetch up
creatures.
2 planes with this Fertilid, and that means we can cast the Ultimatum as well, just for reference. Oh, they have stopped the attacks.
Like, that means they will quite happily jump off the Boot Nipper, which is fine, because they're clearly struggling for something.
Yeah, I don't know what they're struggling for. They've got a heap of cards. Well, that's a bad card.
Yeah.
It's going to draw them a card here, but it also would have cost 2 mana less to draw them a card as well, so... Because they might just be dead on our attacks here. If we draw land, I think they are dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we just attack with all.
Jammy jam.
And then wherever they block, we get to fully grown.
Well, I mean, if they... I don't even know if you do. Well, and like, if it's the Fertilid, you just take the land.
That's fair.
Like, yeah, I would have definitely blocked the Boot Nipper. Because why wouldn't we take a free land?
And then we just get to play out this Recluse and block her glider.
Yep.
So the only reason that paused is because they've got the loot with this facet reader. It's always worth knowing when and why Arena is stopping, because like some of the time, like we know with this opponent that they've not really got anything. Okay, that's a good one.
Something, but
That is a good one.
gets them some life. I mean,
Yeah, it gets them a little bit of life,
dies
but
to
not
fully grow
massive.
next turn.
Yeah, we should just be able to get them with the fully grown. Like, they might be priced into even not attacking. Yeah, they're priced into not attacking with it, so... I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
I think you have to, no matter what.
Unless they're, like, planning on, like, triple blocking the Mammoth.
Yep.
I'm just attacking the Mammoth here, I think.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they get
it.
too many good blocks on the other stuff. And, like, if they just chomp with one of these, then we fully grown and kill them.
I
Not sure what you're
draw a
drawing
card,
to.
but you've only got 2 mana left. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they can draw to here. Certainly not much.
Convolute? Is that 3 or 4? That's 4.
Okay, so yeah, they die. Perfect.
Literally perfect.
So,
around 0 on the health.
That's the reason why, like, there was just no reason to not attack with a clubboard in there, because, like, gaining the 3 life just means that they're not necessarily dead to so many things. Like, I have to have exactly Trample Spell to blow them out there, but, like, that's a reasonable card for us to have. Whereas if they just attack with that, they get to make, like, it means that I have to attack with more, which then means they get better blocks, if that makes sense. Like, we're actually incentivized to attack with more if they attack with a 3/5, because then our little things can then attack, and then it means they actually get to trade with some of their 1/1s and try and make a little bit more of it. But yeah, I don't really know what they were. And they also get to draw a card. They get to draw a card off it as well because of the reconnaissance mission. So turns out that reconnaissance mission would have been actually just better if they'd cycled it, because it would cost 2 mana less. This sounds great. These Whisper squads are going to be 2/2s when that eventually happens. Just going to start with the Coil Bugs though, and give the Coil Bugs lifelink. Do its best boot nipper impression, or not. Da, 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 da. I think my sound has stopped working. Let me...
Just have a look.
Oh no. My arena's just... Did I mute my arena? I'll just turn my arena right down.
I'd like to see another swamp so we can get some whispers.
Yeah, that's essentially the only
Yes,
thing we're really waiting for.
That's fine.
Okay.
Sure. Use your trick.
So Swamp again is a very good draw because it means that we can Kudro plus activate Whisper Squad.
Yep.
If they actually end up pumping their stuff, then Kudro gets to start killing stuff, which would be ace. Their thing's still only a 3/1, so all of our stuff trades with their Sabertooth.
Yeah, or they burn tricks, and if they're burning tricks, then
yes,
they're not playing cards.
Perfect.
Sweet.
That is what I wanted for Christmas.
Now they can't even block.
No, it takes 6 opponent.
I mean, they can't. I mean, they can't. Yeah. I mean, you really want to, but you just know that you can't.
Yeah, and like they're kind of priced in.
I would like
immediately kill
you're sorely tempted with the Whisper Squad, but you know it doesn't matter because they're going to activate it anyway. So there's still one left.
Yeah.
Which activates it again, and again, and again. Not in our situation.
No blocks.
Aggressive. I like it.
Big fan. That must mean they've got the 2/3 that makes a token, right? Has to be that. It's the only card that's actually relevant here. If they play like a 4-power creature, then it just dies to Kudro.
Yep.
If they pacify my Kudro, that's fine too. Yeah, I don't care about that.
Exile's fine. Yeah.
Like that really doesn't matter. I get to play this out, make the...
Probably the Coil Bug. Like I'm a big fan of not stacking all onto one creature.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much at this point, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean...
Choose our own adventure here.
What's that? Another Whisper Squad? Don't mind if we do.
Exactly. And then land's not even bad because it means we can bring Coil Bug back and cast it. We've got any land in our deck lets us cast any ultimatum apart from our planes. So there's one planes in our deck that doesn't let us cast that if we draw that too.
Wow. Still aggressive.
Yeah. I guess there's really no real.
They don't want to trade off
the
their 3-1 for a 1-1, but still, sometimes you just need some. Yeah.
Clues is a good pickup.
Great. Just stick that onto the coil bug.
Yeah, that'll make it a 5 power creature. So.
Yeah.
Actually, am I supposed to put it on the... This is 2 mana to activate, right? So I'm supposed to put it on the symbiote so I can pump the coil bug too? Because I can tap the mentor to make this bigger.
Oh yeah, because it's lifelink. Yeah, that's fair.
So then this makes this a 5/6.
Yeah.
We get to attack with all apart from the mentor.
Then you can pump
and then
the
I can pump
coil bug.
So it means they've got no good blocks. Yeah, okay, they've not even seen the onboard tricks, so... I mean, they might not. They don't really have better options other than swapping these two. So.
Yeah, because the sergeant kills it.
Sergeant trades with it, which is fine if that's what they want to do. But like, they're still taking 2, going to 2.
We're
like
gaining.
The saber-tooth attacking was just.
We've got at least one creature we can play next turn.
They figured out.
In the coil bug.
they figured out how to magic. That's very unfortunate for us. I guess if they have like the +1/+1 indestructible, that would be reasonable on the sergeant there, but I guess it wouldn't have mattered which way they blocked if that was the case. So we gain 3 here, just means that we're not in any kind of danger of losing the race. Now we've got 2 coil bugs if we find lands, and if we don't find lands, we're fine with that too, because spells are good. The spell we can draw, we can't cast as the Eerie, so a couple of blood curdles would both be lethal.
Fully Grown's lethal.
Heartless Act's good as well. Fully Grown is lethal again, yeah. Lurkers would be good as well.
Why not?
Even if we're just picking up Whisper Squads, that's absolutely fine because more things are lethal. Okay, that's fine. Kind of inconvenient, but I'd rather that got banished than a coil bug. So.
I mean, if we're going to just wait this one out now.
So now they have to play out more creatures because otherwise they're dead on board to this.
The fact that they're only on 1 swamp is probably very relevant.
That does absolutely nothing here. Okay, that with lifelink is good. Does mean they've still got 0 attacks. And like the fact that our 2 coil bugs have just been like extra threats here that are lethal attackers is great. So we get to start just attacking with both of these next turn.
And if they swing, you trade and bring them back.
We trade off really quickly with those. Don't care about those at all.
Yep.
Really?
Well, they must have a creature then.
Must have another Night Squad commando. Must have.
Close enough.
Yeah, okay. Day Squad Marshal's.
See, this is the power of the humans deck.
Yes.
You've got.
Yeah, absolutely is. Yeah, but we don't need much to be able to push over the top
ram
from
through.
Here, like a mammoth or not a Farfinder, but we'll take it anyway.
Not a Farfinder, but it thins the deck. We can cast the ultimatum, so I mean, yeah, we can sit and wait for quite a long time now.
Yeah, the issue is we just don't have anything to do with the ultimatum, so don't know why they didn't tap any of our creatures, but never mind.
Yeah, that's fair. It doesn't even cost. You just tap.
No, 2 to tap, but they had the 2 mana there, and they had obviously 3 untapped humans, so it'd have been better to be able to tap something anyway. They tapped the Duskfang Mentor, it means that they've at least got something where they can attack in.
Attack, yeah.
This is how we die.
Magic's fun.
Magic's great. This is where the magic happens. Bushmeat Poacher, Day Squad Marshal, Heartless Act, Frontline Felidar would all be really good draws. Frontline Felidar would be very good now because we now have the Farfinder as well, so we've already got a Vigilant creature to start tapping their stuff with. Yay, magic! Yay, magic! I'm assuming they've got like an arrows or something as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that means they can tap 2 of our things. Lurker. Lurker gives us another creature back, so... And it means that our creature can push into their stuff, so... Do this, and then we can try and attack with this. And then if it dies, it's not the end of the world.
Because it's coming back and it's killed something.
Yep, or it's getting tapped here, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, attack with this. They can. They have to block it now. So.
Yep. They have to block. So it's either a chump or it's a trade.
Yep.
Either of which is fine.
Yep. If they want to do this, that's absolutely fine with me.
I mean, a chump would be mental. Yeah.
It's like, and then if you want to do this, that's absolutely fine too. Yep. Don't care about that.
Because it's coming back.
Man, they were dead to fully grown there. They definitely should have arrows before blocks, because then they could have thrown everything at it if they needed to.
Yeah.
But they were dead to fully grown there. Why is one of my coil bugs full art and one isn't? What's going on? What's going on? Is this one full art because it was attached to a lurker that's full art? Is that what it is?
That's hilarious. Wow. Because I don't think you even get a full art. Well, I suppose everything's full art now, is it?
Not everything yet, but yeah, it's obviously a little bug in the system there. So if they tap one of our things, we get to make blocks so we don't die. So apparently they just don't want to tap any of my stuff. Heartless Act still kills the Sabertooth, so that would be a good draw even if it doesn't. So it makes it not fly, so at least we can block it. And if nothing else... This has just been a really unfortunate game where we've just completely flooded. So we've got 11 lands in our 22 cards, so we're at a 50-50% land ratio. We're only 30% to draw lands from the rest of our decks. We've only got 6 lands left in our deck, whereas we've got 12 spells. So we've been drawing we would draw at a 2-to-1 ratio of spells at the moment, whereas we've been drawing at 1-to-1 at the moment. So very unfortunate, but that's how we're going to die here. So Mammoth's probably the best draw right now.
Mammoth would keep you alive.
I don't think that Recluse is in my deck. I think that's a mistake because I think we've already cast that. It's in here. I don't think we have 2.
No. Interesting. Because it got exiled. Strange that didn't pick that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the thing works. So.
Sure, we only have 1. Blood Curdle. Perfect.
So they can tap my stuff. I think we're dead here regardless of drawing this Blood Curdle, but can certainly see, like, they haven't tapped any of our stuff at any other point, so this might be the first time they do it. If they tap 2 of our things, if they tap like 2 coil bugs, then we still have 5 blockers for their 5 creatures on the ground. So we're not dead. So we might be able to get out of this.
Yeah, because we're not dead, and then if we draw the ultimatum, we're alive. Very much alive.
I mean, the ultimatum's not actually that good here. Because we've only got a lurker, and then we've got like 1, 2,
Well,
3,
no,
4
because
unique
everything
creature
we trade
names.
off. Everything's a bit to trade off.
So they're going to have to attack with... See, if they only attack with a cat here, like, we're fine with that.
Yep.
It's like, but why, if they did that, then why did they tap two creatures? They just keep making really bizarre plays, like, nothing, like, kind of ties up. That's the first time they've tapped anything.
Minutes onto a coil bug onto a lurker. That's going to be fun if that happens.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Lots of cards. Lots of good cards
right
still to
now.
come.
Okay, that's a very good draw too. Just give us the extra bodies so we don't just oops I die because we're both on 2. And then what we just kind of need to draw like a fully grown or something. We'll probably push over the mark. Yeah, it's definitely not working properly for the numbers of individual cards, because obviously our Boneyard Lurkers, we only have 2 Boneyard Lurkers, and we've already drawn 1, so obviously those card numbers aren't quite right, but we do have 16 cards left and the land count's correct, so... Like, they can tap like a Marshal, it's not the end of the world here. I mean, they're very close to being dead just because of the overrun, because we drew the Marshal. Like, we might just be able to push over the sides. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures. We only need to push 2 through, and they're on... I guess we need to push 4 through, and they're on 4. So we actually got lethal next turn if they don't have anything. Not that we're going for it, but I guess the coil bug actually needs 2 blockers as well, so they need... We're nearly there. It's very close. We don't need much to get there. And like, they have no good attacks because of these coil bugs. Full art coil bug doing us a good service here.
Man of the hour. Man of the hour.
MVP.
I'm looking through someone's opened box of collector boosters, like some such nice cards, like a full art foil Luca,
Nice.
full out foil Narset, you know,
Woof.
delightful.
Did cost them £200 though, so.
I know, yeah.
It's like,
a lot of
I like my bling as much
Godzillas.
as the next person, but not at that cost. Well, that's got to be lethal, right?
Well, that's they could have some removal of their own, and if you swing in,
I'm gambling.
you're dead on the back.
Oh, they didn't tap anything. They did
Yeah,
not
because
tap anything.
they baited you. You've been baited. You got baited, son.
Kill their thing, because now they can't tap our stuff.
3-3. Well, no, that's fair.
Now they can't kill our
I mean, that's
tap
fair,
our stuff.
but I don't think that's it. Somehow they've snuck a Settle the Wreckage in, and you're just about to get...
They've actually just got 3 copies of Divining Arrow.
The fake card, yeah. 3 copies of Divining Arrow, yes. Absolutely.
I'm assuming this is good enough.
That's what they do. You block with a coil bug.
Good
Oh, what's that?
game.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, good. Delightful. 4, 5. 5 going through. They could gain 2. So, yeah, 4. Unless they have something. This still not enough, I think.
I don't think it's enough.
If my maths is right. If my maths is right, it's not enough. Because I think you got 5 going through and they gain 2, so 4.
Yeah, they need something else.
I think that's possibly what they're just realizing.
Taking their dear sweet time with it regardless. It's like you need to block both Coil Bugs and the Day Squad Marshal plus 4
And then
of these
still...
creatures, or 3 of these creatures.
Yeah. Which mathematically is impossible.
Yeah, like they're in blockers now, so they need like multiple kill spells.
Like, honestly, it doesn't matter, mate. Like, we know the Coil Bug dies. It's not about making good blocks here.
I can't think what
It's about,
thing
do you
gains them life in
block
combat
enough?
here either.
They're still 1 short.
If they have the +1/+1 indestructible spell, they get to gain an extra life. Does that matter? Or if they give
No,
this like +2/+0?
It's 0. It takes you to 0.
So
Yeah, they need to pump the Boot Nipper by at least 2 points.
At least 2 points, yeah. So like giving it the +2/+0 indestructible is not enough.
No.
Okay,
It doesn't
so
matter, it's still 2.
6.
That's still 2. That's the same 2.
Works the same out, yeah. They just keep more stuff.
They're just trying to do the math. I mean, they're trying to do the math from the blocker side. Do the math from the attacker side, and it's much clearer. It's a much clear cut, right? How much is coming through? 5, right? How much have we got on the board? 4. Right, I'm done. Like goose, like nothing.
They're gonna run out of timeouts here, and it's just gonna kill them. Right, that's the same.
It could be a slow roll. It could be a slow roll. They've got Divining Arrow.
One Divining Arrow is not enough, though. Giving this +2/+0 indestructible is not enough. That's also not enough.
No, it's not. It's still.
That's still lethal.
They needed to tick up by 3, not 2.
So
yeah.
They wasted 10 minutes of our time and 10 minutes of their own, so that's fine. God. I know that was a difficult set.
Maths is hard. Like, I mean, maths is hard.
It was definitely right for us to just jam there. We weren't going to get a better opportunity there at all, certainly given the cards that they had access to there.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, they kept some good options. I feel like with that lurker,
with the dead,
yeah,
I feel like
flash 4/2, they should have been going faster. We probably would have made a bad block, just thinking they had a trick.
Like we have so few blocks anyway. Like we have to just like throw away Coil Bugs, like with menace counters on them, just to kind of trade off. Like there's nothing stopping them attacking with their 3 toughness creatures, because then we don't have good double blocks. This hand's great.
Yep.
Get to go Jungle Hollow into Whisper Squad on 2 with a Blossoming Sands into start activating Whisper Squad.
Yep. That seems fine.
Or we can just like cast Percolid and
possibly Coil Bug, I guess.
We can see.
Yeah.
See what they do.
Yeah,
see what they do.
We see.
We have plenty of options regardless. Okay, so with that, I think I'm happy enough just playing Whisper Squad and just letting us try and get some more of those out.
Build out the board. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm still playing the Furklid on 3, but I think that we just want to try and get the other Whisper Squads out of our deck. Maybe I'm supposed to put Jam Farfinder instead there? guarantee draw the card.
Yeah. Put the Boneyard Lurker on it.
Less power, but that's maybe the reason to just go first blood. Like this actually has 2 power. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for us. Nothing died. An otter. God damn it. I hate when that happens. Okay, so this is about to fly and deal us 3 damage just for the record, yeah. That's how this card works. Although it looks like they're trying to kill one of my things. Man.
Sure. That's the blowout. That's how you play a Mythos.
That's how you play Mythos. And then this is to draw a card. Woof. We need another black source for that thing. Whisper Squad, then we can get another Whisper Squad back, and then we can bring Coilbug back next turn. So definitely in for double blocking here. Do not care if these things die. Okay, that attack seemed bad if they didn't have the trick.
Oh, I forgot about Space Godzilla being called Death Corona and not Void Invader. I've just gotten so used to it. Oh, cause somebody's opened the collector's booster pack and they got the foil and non-foil.
Oh jeez.
And then someone's moved up. They were selling for $300.
Yeah, they were. Not anymore.
Yeah. Nice. Speaking of, maybe I'll just go in and open this previous pack, see what the promo is.
Yikes. Oh, I mean, that's kind of gross.
I mean, their deck's great. Yeah.
Opponent's deck is great.
Their deck's great.
They didn't want to give their thing double strike? Already has double strike. Doesn't really matter.
Haunted Nightmare. It's not so bad.
Give this thing lifeline. Make this thing bigger. And then we'll pick up the Farfinder, I guess. Tap this. Yep, okay. Yikes. So we're about to take 6. I think I'm having to block this. Like this 1/1's just not affecting the board anyway. And we drew a land for the turn. Wonderful. Don't you just love magic? We're dead to a cycler, so I'm just gonna scoop it up. Let's not
Yeah.
We just again like what was that? 10 lands to very few spells, and we got blown out by a 3 for 1. So that happens. Their deck seems sweet. Lots of good Jeskai stuff going on. As long as we can get out with a 3/3, I never mind these kind of decks. Like they either go really well or go really poorly, and I think this wasn't necessarily the best draft that we could have possibly done with it. So.
No, it certainly seems like we missed a trick on humans, but at the time you just.
It's definitely worth going back and seeing where we should have moved into humans, or if we should have even at all. So obviously it came in pack 2 and 3, but like I don't know if we should have been in it in pack 1 or not.
No, yeah.
Yeah, this hand's good. We get to go turn 2, turn 1 Whisper Squad, turn 2. Let's find another one. symbiote with Boneyard Lurkers, sweet as well. I think it's definitely right to try and just get another Whisper Squad here. Rather than playing out the untapped land.
This is the kind of pack you want to open. Loot Tree, and then a foil Nethori. Apex of Death as well. Delightful.
I like how they've still not fixed this bug, where it doesn't have the name. Every other bit, it has the name, it's just that one cycling ability that doesn't.
Doesn't quite do it, yeah.
Well, at least we have some blockers for that thing.
Yep. Blockers for days.
Honey Mammoth's a good pickup as well, actually.
Yeah, it's nice to know that we'll have that option.
Whoa.
So.
Okay, that's a good pickup.
That's fine. Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm just in for Farfindering this turn, then we can actually hold up Heartless Act and an activation of Whisper Squad.
Yeah.
Definitely happy to just throw away one Whisper Squad here, so we don't just accidentally die. Okay, they're just drawing cards, it's fine. Okay, they are Jeskai. No attacks, perfect. Did we attack with the fully grown now? Like, we could attack with this, like, they need 2 cyclers.
Let's see if we can take something out. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
so.
probably worth it. Because what can they do? They could cycle to...
Well, because we've got the Heartless Act as well, so if they want to, like, double block, then it's not... Like, we might end up getting both of them here.
Yeah, that's a big,
like, we get to do
big
this,
deal.
make our thing 5 power, so, like, we're intending on killing 1. Ah, this is perfect, we get to kill both. So now we get to kill 1, get to trample through for a point as well. That's perfect. That literally couldn't have ended up going better.
Yeah, the double block was...
Double block was
weird.
aggressive.
Yeah, very like, I'm going to kill your thing and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I don't care if you take both of us down with it, because that's literally the only thing you're thinking of at that point, because you block with 1, and it's fine, you kill 1. It trades.
Yeah. Right, we're just going to have a Death Toucher here, because that means it's just going to be able to fight through the Terran.
Yep.
And then just going to activate the Whisper Squad, get the last one out the deck so we don't draw it. And then we're good for just drawing a land. Yeah, that was a nice blowout on the 2 Marmosets, because that could have been real gross. Like, whether or not they are cycling or not, it doesn't really matter. Like, 1 cycling card just makes these huge.
Yep.
Well.
Nothing like casting your ultimatum on curve.
Literally casting it on curve with their shitty mana base.
Yep.
Mind my French. Man. Can we just go to the Salt Factory? Because, like, I feel like I need to...
We're about five games in, and really, oh, that's what you like to see.
That was a nice ripped land drop
An
there.
alternate art, foil, Liliana, Apex of Wishes.
Liliana?
Illuana. Illuna. Yeah.
Like, Liliana's a
Yeah,
different kind of thing.
That's nice.
Man,
That's
like,
really nice.
as much as they cast an ultimatum, their cards are still garbage. Like, they're gonna deck themselves.
That's true, actually. Maybe that's the game plan. Mammoth gonna swing in. Does Mammoth even need to swing?
Not really, but there's no point not.
God. This is a great second pre-release pack.
So have you opened all your stuff yet or not?
Well, that's me just doing it just now.
Oh, did you say you got a full art foil thingy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
You need to put pictures in Discord. God damn it.
I will. I'm just going through the cards now. I do love these alt arts. Like when I first saw them on Arena and stuff, I was like, Yeah, we'll see. Nope, they look amazing. I'm down for all of them.
Man,
No misprint tokens.
they've got so many cards drawn this turn. They've just drawn 6 cards this turn. This is not optional. They've got 13 cards in library. This is not optional.
Ooh. Could be a thing.
Like, don't get me wrong, we're probably going to die to them cycling the Yidado, but you know. Isn't it nice when you just, like, draft, like, 17 million on-color rares?
Yeah, but you're still not picking that one. Like, why? Why?
You want to draw more cards. My word, they want to die, don't they? May as well just pick up the Day Squad Marshal. I got 12 cards left in library.
Yeah, we said. How many cards have we got left in the library? 22?
21.
22.
So we've got 8 lands in play, so we're kind of on parity for where we should be. Them not cycling the Yidado at end of turn there is very good. Sure, what are you picking back up? Whatever you're picking back up, you're picking up the ultimatum. Please pick up the ultimatum.
Oh, do it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the Fire Prophecy, but...
Yeah, but pick up the ultimatum. They'll deck themselves. It'd be great. Pretty sure they'll still deck themselves with this Fire Prophecy too. Like 11 cards. If they cast it, it draws a card. What? And they drew another card, so there are 10 cards in library. Killed my Farfinder. Very rude. Man, I didn't open an Ethrite or a... I didn't open
Lumri?
Nethrite or the Sultai one either.
Oh, really?
Brokos.
Yeah, that's such a sweet...
Oh, I didn't open the Glowstone Recluse alternate art either.
Yeah.
That was the-
Like, all these alternate arts are just brilliant.
Yeah, they all look fantastic. I'm really glad that they've put the commons in the boosters this time as well,
Yep.
which they didn't do in the previous ones.
Oh, were they only in the collectors, were
Yeah, so with Eldraine, they were only in the collector boosters with common ones. So the common ones were worth significantly more. The non-foil commons were worth significantly more than like any of the other ones because the other ones were in normal boosters.
£15 for the foil alt arts. Value.
Nice. Amori and Luris are nice ones as well. Okay, they're down to 8 cards in library. I don't care about attacking because I'm on 28. You need to kill me in the next 7 turns. And you can't cast non-creatures in that time. Otherwise it takes turns off your clock.
This would have been a great seal pool, actually. Play
Looks like a really nice Sultai Sealed Pool.
Extinction.
Abzan, sorry.
Amori. Yeah. A shame. A shame. The decks that never will be built.
Alright.
Maybe I will buy a mouse. We'll see.
Just do it.
Depends how long
No
lockdown
regrets.
lasts. Going for collector's boosters. What do you think? When do I get paid? No, more than that. When do I get my signing on bonus? A few months still.
You get a signing on bonus?
Well, like
Oh.
we know, it's quarterly bonuses, but I do wonder because they're talking about obviously with COVID they might not pay out the bonuses. But I'm wondering if that would affect me because your first bonus is basically guaranteed as long as you've not been fired.
Right.
So I might still get it. We see. Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting game where it's now just like, yeah, you gotta kind of just sit it out.
Yep. Like, we're on 22 life, what's the worst that can happen from here?
Double strike on Godzilla. Twice.
Yeah, that's...
You know, the old quadruple strike.
I mean, they did already cast one of those, or cycled one of those at some point, so...
Did they?
I think so, yeah.
Chumps for days. I mean, do you not just hold back now?
Oh yeah, I've not attacked for like heaps of turns. Just waiting on them to these things to untap. They used Frostvale Ambush to tap these 2 down last turn.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So just kind of waiting for them to
Look at my
untap to be able to make proper blocks again. They've got 5 cards in library.
And if they cast any spells, it reduces their turns.
Yeah, Blood Curdle, Ace. Yeah, they literally can't cast non-creatures now.
Yeah, so you know, yeah, and you just don't need to do anything.
Yep.
Especially with that blood curdle. Because if they only swing with 1, that's them down to 3 cards with nothing done.
Yep, and then
They
if they
literally
try and
can't
kill my
cast
stuff, it
spells.
just takes turns off their clock.
I mean, okay.
That's kind of inconvenient.
You just
but...
chump. You just chump, but...
Yeah, it's just like we murder the Godzilla and chomp the others. Not a big deal. There are 3 cards in library. Two cards in library. Like, we're very close to just dying, though.
Oh, it's tight. It's tight.
And they can't counter this either. Because if they counter it, they'll die. Because they'll deck themselves. So, question is, are we chumping...
Marmoset, yeah.
Well,
It's
no,
gotta be
because
the
Marmoset
Marmoset.
can't cycle. They can't cycle.
Why does that count as a non-creature spell?
No, but they've only
I
got 2
thought it'd be
cards
an
in deck.
ability. Oh,
So
fair.
they can maximum
Fair
have this as 6 power. So I'm thinking we don't even block.
And save it for the next turn.
Yeah,
Sure.
because like we have
Yeah.
outs of like Frontland Felidar, which if we cast that, then it means that this taps down a thing. So I think it should benefit us to not block.
Yep.
Because like these cards might all just be entirely uncastable. Yeah, see, that was a cycler that they just couldn't cycle. Obviously.
Ugh.
Oh, I hate Magic some of the time.
Yeah, that wasn't particularly great. It wasn't a particularly entertaining game either.
No, it's like when
Them
there's actual
casting their
decisions to make,
ultimatum
then it's
and
fine,
then
but
just
literally just sitting there hoping to not draw land.
not lands.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is fine. We get to fetch green on one, so. Yeah, again, we've not had particularly good luck in these sets, but the decks also haven't been particularly good. Like, we weren't expecting a whole lot from them. I think we have been slightly unlucky, but not anything kind of over and above what I would kind of expect from these decks. I think I just want to cast Whisper Squad and get another Whisper Squad. Just never want to draw
I think
the
you
extra
just do it.
ones.
Just jam them. Just keep jamming Whisper Squads. Because nobody ever uses removal on the Whisper Squads. And then suddenly there's 6 of them.
Yeah, it's like literally dead weight or nothing, isn't it? So, and they're going to discard a card to hand size here, so that's good.
Oof. Cures. Nope. Nothing.
Okay, they found the land, and they found the extra land. Okay, so we're playing Magic. That's so unfortunate that we're playing Magic here. I really could have done with one where our opponent just did nothing, but you know, whatever. We can mutate a Lurker.
I don't think you necessarily.
Go wide.
Yeah.
If we
I
find
don't know
another
if you
land, I would have
mutate
played like Fertilid and activate this, but just need to keep being mana efficient.
Oh yeah, like take advantage. They fell behind. Put a bit of pressure. Okay. Sure. That's not that the 2 damage is not what that card is about. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm not sure
they
what's
kept
going on
2
here.
Farfinders in their hand. Because it still does damage. Because they can't block. That's the worst dead weight I think I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. Alright, so we'll go with Death Touch because we can fully grown Death Touch this next turn, or give this Trample Death Touch and it'll deal 4. 4 through them, get to get an extra Whisper Squad.
They're dead, aren't they? You just tap down anything. Sure.
That puts them to 10. So they killed the Felidar, so I think we just need to tap
they killed the
this.
Felidar. Yeah. Yeah, you tap that down.
And then this is attacking for 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this isn't lethal because they'll block.
I mean, do they block?
Yeah, they have to.
Do they?
So they go to 1. Oh,
And they need
okay.
to put down some bodies.
Oh no, I miscounted.
Wait.
Oh well, they're dead.
They died.
I've spent too much time looking at damn cards today.
Yeah, that's all you've done. Cards for days.
Cards for literal days.
I do like set release day. Like I do like getting to see other cards. I know I don't necessarily buy them all myself, but yeah, I miss sitting there watching what everyone else opens. And just the atmosphere of the pre-release as well. Just a bit of fun, competitive, high stakes Magic.
Okay, so we're gonna go 3 and 3 with this one too.
Yep. This. Outs are limited. I think. Yeah. Straight up, for sure. Boom. Get in there.
I mean, we're so dead, but that's not the point.
The perfect land drops as well. Not even had to cycle nothing yet.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not feeling
like
it. This deck's garbage, and I'm not feeling it. So.
Yeah, no.
We have played.
They're Giganta coming down next turn. It's sure. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to go back and look at the draft, but like obviously there was a point where in pack 3 we got
Humans.
all of the human stuff. It'd been really interesting to see where we were supposed to be and why we got fed that so much in pack 3 and we didn't feel like it in pack 1, because like I don't recall there being anything that was a particular push into that, bar maybe like a Night Squad Commando or 2, but like that's not like the signal to me as such. Don't get me wrong, like,
I think
a lot of our cards are bad.
I think you picked up on the humans deck a lot more than other people have. Other people just aren't talking about it that much, I don't think. That I know of.
Yeah,
Here.
I mean,
And like I tend not to end up there either. Like I know it's a thing, but I'm always just like, but if I was black green, it's just better. Or the mutate creatures they're just better.
yeah,
But
it's a
yeah,
real
humans when
downside
it comes
to
together
humans,
is
that means you get
I've seen it. It's
no mutate
it's
at
great.
all.
Yep.
Yeah, the deck was kind of awkward, but I think if we end up not being green, and we picked up some more of the humans cards, I think we'd probably be in a pretty good place. But I don't think there were times where we could have done that necessarily. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be good to go back and see where we could have potentially made different choices, but we didn't get to cast the ultimatum, which was kind of sad. But the rest of the deck was fine. It wasn't anything particularly impressive. It was basically just we lost 2 or 3 really close games. Well, 2 really close games, which just came down to like really fine margins. Although it's just kind of drawing a land too many, but probably just because our card quality is just not quite there enough. But that's not the end of the world. We've played 6 rounds of draft tonight, and we have stayed exactly where we started. So that could have gone a lot worse because we could have just gone to win 6, but we ended up going 6 and 6. So hopefully we can do a bit better when we do this again, inevitably on Monday. But yeah, I'm kind of it's 10:30. I've been looking at cards too much today, so I think I'm going to call it for doing it on Twitch. Maybe do another one offline.
Yeah.
To think about it so much, but my brain is melting.
Oh my god.
So.
You're level 51. I'm only level 35. Jeez, oh.
I've been trying.
Oh no, wait. You got the booster packs
yeah,
as well? That you got the
I got the
10
boost,
levels.
but I haven't got. You don't get the 10 levels till later. It's the last 10 levels.
Oh right. Oh, is it? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you just get extra goodies at the end. I think.
No, I think it's giving you the 10.
Regardless, I'm
pretty
ahead
sure it
anyway.
has. Yeah. I'll get to level 80. I always do.
I've never once, but just because I knew that lockdown was a thing, that I figured I would get a bit further up this time.
Yeah.
Need these orbs.
I think they're worth. If you play it enough and you think you'll be playing it for a while, yeah, it's worth.
What other?
The card styles are nice. Getting the extra cards, you get a lot of value back. It's not bad.
It's pretty reasonable value, but you need to keep playing and you need to kind of get to level 80.
I would-
Otherwise, you don't get the value.
Well, that's it. I would love to bum rush it and start collecting these uncommons, because now filling out those old uncommon sets would be good.
Right.
Because
Okay,
I'm a man that loves historic.
Seeing as we're still recording, because I forgot to turn it off, if anyone wants a code, I have some codes to give away. So leave a comment in the comments below if you've made it this far, and I will drop you a direct message with a code. because I have a whole heap of them to give away, and we'll continue to give them away. So if you want them, just shout at me. There are plenty to go around. So cool. Thanks for everyone on YouTube, and we will catch you next time.